Hey there, welcome to our show. My name's Chris. You're going to hear me formally introduce myself here in a moment. I just wanted to say a few things here up top that we didn't record when we did our session 0 at the time. First of all, thank you for listening. If you want to give us feedback, thoughts, etc., right now all we have is a Gmail. So send us your thoughts at absolutelykillingitpodcast@gmail.com and we will read it and respond to it. If there's a need for a Discord or more things in the future, that will happen. But for now, that's what we have. So feel free to send us your thoughts there. We did record a playbook-specific Session 0 thing. It's in the bank. I didn't want to include it here because there may not be interest, but we do have that recorded for like stats and moves they picked, etc. So if there's interest, let us know, and I'll find a place for it. And this is technically our Session 0. So we're going to talk a bit about the characters, who they are, how they know each other, all those sorts of things. They do get into playbooks, and we all introduce ourselves. And then starting our next episode will be the actual mystery beginning. As I record this, I am supposed to go to Gen Con this year in Indy. There's a chance I may not go, but hopefully I do. And if I do, I'd love to see you there. If you listen to this and have thoughts, if you like it, you hate it, whatever it is, I'll be there. And it'd be cool to find other Monster of the Week fans, all that good stuff. We do record using Riverside FM. We don't have a budget, so, maybe we'll make a Patreon to, get us a studio someday. If you have feedback on that, please let me know. Otherwise, enjoy. I'll see you at the very end, just to give you a quick outro. Hi, everyone. My name is Chris McGowan. You might know me as MactotheGow on Twitch. Chris from Chris Watches Pretty Little Liars. Other things on the internet, and therefore heretofore Magoogs as well. Welcome to Absolutely Killing, a comedic Monster Hunter podcast. This is going to be a Monster of the Week actual play. And I am Chris, as I said, originally from Chicago, Illinois, spent out here in Los Angeles since 2005. Amongst many things, an improviser, which is where I met all of these fine folks that you're about to meet.
Woo!
Go on a journey with. I'm going to be your keeper for this Monster of the Week journey we're about to go on. And I'd like to introduce right away, we decided producer, right, Mac? Is that the title?
Yeah, producer. I'm the producer. I'm a producer.
A producer. Mac, why don't you introduce yourself? And I'd like to talk to you about what you and I are doing with the show.
Hey, everybody. My name is Macklen Makhloghi. You can call me Mac. Or you can call me nothing because you're listening to this podcast and I won't hear you. But I'm a friend of Chris's, and Chris asked me once upon a time, do you want to be involved in this podcast on some level? And I don't know anything about role-playing. And quite frankly, I'm not good at it. But I like
It's not true.
Puzzles, and the idea of helping Chris write some of these mysteries is very intriguing to me. And Chris made the mistake of leaving that door open for me to sneak right in.
Yep.
So I snuck in.
Mm-hmm.
The call is coming from inside the house. I am going to help Chris from a producer standpoint on this podcast and help co-write the mysteries.
Yeah. And I pitched this to you 3 years ago? 2 years ago?
It was definitely after COVID first hit, but before it hit again.
There was
it hasn't hit yet, but
Mac and I were involved in another podcast project, which unfortunately you will never get to hear, that was near and dear to all of our hearts. But after one of those sessions, because I've been listening to Monster of the Week stuff for a long time, and I said, I know all these amazing improvisers. I personally think improvisers are made for TTRPGs because role-playing is our jam. And I said, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. We know so many people. Would you be interested? And I think you're like, yeah, let me know you know more. It took me a little while to get back to you.
I started to not believe you. The more the years ticked by, I thought you were full of SH. Can we swear on this podcast?
Fuck yeah.
I thought you were full of SH. And then it turned out you're not, because here we are 4 years later, 3 years later, and you're making good on your promise to me, Chris. So I believe you again. You've re-earned my trust.
We fucking are.
I come through, but it take my time. And one other thing before we introduce our hunters, I don't want to reveal anything else for the future episodes that people will eventually hear, of course. But you and I have talked about the style of our show and I don't want, they're gonna produce for us the content that they are inspired to. I find the closest vibe we are is Wellington Paranormal. So if Monster of the Week was done in the style of Wellington Paranormal, I think that's what listeners are in store for. Would you agree, disagree? How do you feel?
Yeah, I think that's a great way to describe it. And of course, we're using the vibe that we've been getting from our hunters during our rehearsal sessions before doing this first mystery all together, so that we're not imposing that vibe on what we think it should be. We are yes-anding what our actors are bringing to the table. Because, Chris, you were very open with us from the very beginning that this could be a super serious one. This could be super zany, or we can try to find a fun balance. And I think we found a fun balance that works for this cast, where we embrace the mystery and we embrace the drama of it, but we lean into those moments of whimsy and silliness, so that hopefully it has something for everybody. If you're a hardcore gamer and you just like the mystery element of it, I think this podcast has a lot for you. And if you're just in it for the LOLs, I think you will be delighted. Of course, it's all improvised, so I can't promise that. But based on the number of times I left our rehearsals smiling ear to ear and laughing and having my sides hurt, literally laughing so hard my sides hurt.
Not even role playing.
That was serious side hurting.
Mm-hmm.
A six-sided hurt die. Yeah, so it's going to be good stuff.
Fantastic. At this time, I'd like to introduce our hunters, our hunter role players one at a time. We'll get to their characters in a moment, but who would like to introduce themselves first? Tell us whatever you want to tell us about yourselves and anything else about yourself.
Hi, I'm Mitchell. I'm a friend of Mac and McGowan, and you can call me Mac. And let's see, I love Marvel movies, and I'm a Disney adult, and I drink too much Coke Zero, and I just started rewatching Perfect Strangers, which is an all-time classic. I recommend it. We're not doing plugs yet, but when it's time, I'm gonna plug Perfect Strangers.
Are you in Perfect Strangers?
No.
Okay.
I think my grandmother was an extra in an episode once, but that's not why I'm plugging it.
Mitchell, is it? Do most Disney adults like that term? Like, is that something you claimed for yourself, or is that something that you get labeled with most?
Yeah, it sounds
outside?
pejorative.
It is pejorative, yes, or at least I feel like it is. But I don't know what the more positive label would be, because it is also true. So I'm not sure. I would have to research that.
Fan.
Yeah, that's true. I'm a fan. I'm just a fan.
Or you could be a Disney Mac. I don't know.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or a Mac Disney. You got your Mac Daddies and you got your Mac Disneys.
All right, that feels better. I'm going to call you a Mac Disney.
Sweet.
Consistently piping in, I am Darius De La Cruz. I'm an actor and a writer, and only started any kind of role-playing games a couple years ago, but have really enjoyed them, and so was thrilled to learn that there was this genre of one, and I'm very excited. Oh, you said we could cop to our playbooks if we wanted.
Yeah, if you want to talk about playbooks at this time, by all means.
I'll just mention that I picked up the Searcher playbook, and so that's how I'm looking at everything, and have so far been really enjoying.
Hello? Is this the pipe I've entered?
Who is this?
Now, you're also a Disney Mac, right?
I'm a slight. Hi, everyone. Hold on. I guess I'll go in order.
Sure.
Hello, my name is Megan. So nice to meet you all. Thank you for having me. I don't drink Coke Zero. I have never seen Perfect Strangers. I am an actor. The playbook I've been reading is The Gumshoe, and I've gone to Disney a lot. I wouldn't say I'm a Disney adult. I don't dress as characters when I go, but I go quite often. So what I like to do, this is where my, Disney adults are all about like everything Disney. I focus on the merch. I pay attention to all the merch, and I like to pick out what the new stuff is, and then I like to critique it in my head to be like, ooh, that's a good upgrade, or ooh, why did they do this? So I'm whatever that is.
But it's all at a distance. Do you purchase or no?
Oh, no, I buy food and then I eat it.
Mm.
Oh, and the raspberry macaroon. That's
Disney
my
Mac?
Disney Mac?
Disney
The
Mac.
Disney?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So good. Highly rate it. It's delicious. Get it. Mwah, chef's kiss. I will chef's wet kiss that.
We are playing Monster of the Week. Some of us are new to the game, so I will be kind of presenting this as if you, the listener, are new to the game. So if you're a veteran of the game, thank you for being patient with us as we kind of explain the rules as we go, especially for people who are new to this, to get people more comfortable and on board, because ideally we have people who are very comfortable and love the game for a long time, and people who are new to Monster of the Week. We'd love to kind of bring all these different communities together to enjoy what we are about to do for you. Who would like to go first? I would like to see a day in your character's life. Feel free to introduce them for us by name, and then I'd like you and I can take them through a normal day. Who would like to go first?
I'll go. I was just thinking. About what my days are now because they're regular. I'm playing Harry Bristle. I go by Hal. And I have a job kind of as a consultant for developers or for real estate investors in Los Angeles because I'm very familiar with building code and the history of of building and development in the city. About a year ago, I spent, I think it was 7 weeks in jail, which spooked me. So I've been working fanatically as much as I can. If not working proper with a client, then trying to rustle some up, and spending a time roving around different buildings and properties in Los Angeles. So I'm a little itinerant at the moment, trying to get a little nest egg going because I do not want to go back to jail. And I've realized actually, because I have this remarkable experience in my background that I have questions about, but I am somewhat comfortable calling it an abduction. People will. I've taken the fellow believer trait or whatever, and so I've found that people understand that I have known strangeness. Bystanders will talk to me about weird things they might not trust someone else to believe. And so I find myself lately talking to people about their neighborhoods, just trying to understand. Sometimes they'll trust me with things that they wouldn't even put on, Citizen or what's the other app that is very annoying?
Nextdoor? Thinking of Nextdoor? Yeah.
Yeah, Nextdoor. Yeah, Nextdoor. I've been soliciting people's anecdotes, fears, and ephemeral opinions about various neighborhoods in the city a lot lately because I'm starting to accrue some paranoia myself. Is that the level of detail that feels good to you?
I love it. I have some questions for you, Hal.
Okay, great.
First of all, kind of playing off of the Monster of the Week playbook, one of the first things they have you do when you make your character is what do they look like? If someone were to look at Hal, paint us a visual picture. What do they look at when they're looking at Hal Bristle?
Oh yeah, on the gaunt side, I'm brushing up against 6 feet, curly, dark hair. I have what look like they're expensive business casual clothes on generally, button up, sometimes a casual blazer. But it's not very well maintained. It's usually all rumpled, and it might not, scuffed in terms of the Oxford or the Derby shoes that I might be wearing, and certainly not really a cautious or an appropriate amount of protection for the motorcycle that I usually drive around.
Oh, you have a motorcycle? I say not surprised. What's this motorcycle that you have?
I have something like a Cafe Cruiser style motorcycle named Clyde with a rocket style sidecar, which accommodates two, one in front of the other.
Say it's a Monday. Like what is a typical Monday for Hal? Not Monster Hunter related. Like what would you normally be doing if there weren't some sort of thing on the horizon for you?
Yeah, I've been waking up very early lately, which is new for me. But I think before I can really, meet a client or solicit somebody, suss out a client, I'm walking around a neighborhood, let's say Beverlywood, and yeah, finding the people walking their dogs, or even utility workers or something like that don't seem in a rush. Finding out a little bit more about the neighborhood, and sometimes just pitching like weird theories. Maybe they seem like conspiracies sometimes to these people, because I have historical maps and blueprints to a lot of the buildings in the city. So sometimes I'll just run ideas by people, see if they get any traction.
When you're doing this, are you doing this for your job or for your hobby? I don't want to say hobby because I'm not sure to diminish you, Hal's searcher life. Or is it both? Like, are you on the job and then like, oh, maybe they've seen something, or is it like they've seen something? Maybe I can get a gig out of this too. Is it kind of fluctuate?
Yeah. I think it's both. I think another thing that we set up was I participate in a website called GitHole, which is similar to GitHub, but has a bunch of postings and a bunch of users who are interested in the paranormal or who are contributing information about the paranormal. And so, I'm a user with some amount of experience on the GitHole. And so sometimes I'll just add little bits in there if they're not relevant to my job, or I will keep stuff in mind as then I finally meet up with a client or somebody who I need to convince, like, oh, I have a lot of institutional knowledge about development in general in the Los Angeles area.
So this is my transition. Watch how I do this, Hal. At the end of your day, where do you go?
Oh, yeah. So lately, I have been kind of like squatting in developments that I've done some consulting for, and I could, maybe I have a relationship with the security guard if it's under constriction, or I could plausibly say that I was following up on something if someone with more authority showed up than the security person.
So just so I'm clear, you are currently living on your own in these empty buildings.
Yeah.
Great. And then when you go to bed at night, what is that scene? Like you're in this development. Do you use your phone as your alarm clock kind of thing, or you just let the sunrise wake you? What's that?
I use the phone, though I am my ability to charge it is pretty unreliable, given that there's not often power at the moment in these places that I'm staying.
That makes sense.
So we'll work out at cafes during the middle of the day. Hopefully I remember to plug it in. I've got my very compact little sleeping bag that I will roll out. I usually read myself a little story to head off into dreamland.
So in that day, do you call either of these hunters or talk to either of these hunters who are about to meet?
Well, I think lately I've been sending both of them messages, but I'm not consistent in what I use. Sometimes a text, sometimes an Instagram direct message. Not totally sure what's been happening with them in the past few months, but just like randomly pitching ideas for places that might accommodate the three of us, since I am used to cohabitating with them.
Who would like to go next? Who is Hal referring to?
All right, I'll go. Hey, hi.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Chandler, not Bing. So don't think that. I know you're thinking about Chandler from Friends right now. Stop it. I'm not him. I'm a spell slinger. I use magic as often as I can remember to, and I often want to use big magic, but I'll work up to it.
I'm stopping you, right?
Well, yes. I mean, just because that's there are limits, even in nature and physics. There are limits. So and then Chris,
can I ask you a big question right off the top, Chandler? And
please. I
think I know the answer. I think I know the answer you're going to give me. What is Chandler's last name?
we never really get to that because as soon as I say Chandler, people are thinking of Chandler Bing. So, maybe it's like Cher. Maybe there is no last name because it doesn't matter because if I say Chandler, you're going to think of that Chandler. So really not Bing is maybe just more important than what my actual last name is, which may be revealed at some time later in a shocking twist or just revealed and completely
on your driver's license. We have a shot of your driver's license
and completely not surprising in any way. It could be Smith. It's not. But maybe it is.
It could be Bing. It could literally be Bing.
It could be. Wouldn't that be ironic? That'd be a shocking twist.
Or the twist.
Yeah, but we're saving that for when nobody cares.
Well, when they've forgotten about it, we're never going to know, right? And then we reveal it to them.
Right. That's good.
I hope it's
storytelling.
Bartakamos.
I forgot right now.
But not that Bartakamos. So don't think of that one.
It's going to be Appleton, right?
Yeah, but not that one.
That Appleton.
Yeah.
Sorry, we've already gone off track. Yeah.
Trying to be an individual. Have we? I feel like this is relevant. What else would you like to know?
I'm gonna say I would like to cut all of this out.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I was exercising the possibility of pulling that, but I retract what I said.
Okay. This is one of our tools here. If someone wants to cut something out, that's what we would do.
I mean, we thought she was saving it for her own content, but
now we're off track.
If she doesn't like something, it's gone. It is out. What else can I tell you? Let's see.
What do you look when someone sees Chandler? What are they looking at?
I'm probably a modest 5'4", 5'3.5", but usually wearing some kind of Vans or but with the ones with the or Chucks, but with the thickest sole.
Sure.
So maybe I get an extra half inch or two or a couple extra half inches maybe.
Do you put a shoals in there too?
Do I what?
Comfort? Put a shoals in there for comfort?
Oh, shoals. I thought you said
Dr.
trolls.
Scholl's, yeah.
Which I would not recommend. I might do shoals, yeah, for comfort and for any little bit of help I can get. I kind of tend to my hair is sometimes a little wild, styled high because again, it gives me a little extra height, and I'm probably wearing some sort of combination of button-up shirt with a tie, bow or neck, and then either a hoodie, maybe a vest, not a sweater vest. Don't think that. And glasses that are not like Harry Potter's. And then, maybe some jeans, but depending on the day, they might be nicer than others. I mean, I like to look good, but I like to be comfortable.
And no scar either, right?
No, I don't smoke.
Oh, good. Yeah. I mean, that's just helpful.
No scars, no pipes, no cigarettes.
Which is ironic because Scar is a Disney character and you're a Disney fan.
That's a joke that I did not write. That I forget how the original one goes. So I was trying to appropriate that joke, and it didn't work.
Is that role playing?
We are role playing right now. So Chandler, on a given day, let's say it's a Monday morning. What does a typical not Monster Hunter day look like for Chandler?
Well, typical day. To be honest. I mean, we're going to keep it real. It's not as glamorous as it sounds. There are more days of not monster hunting than there are of monster hunting. So those of you who are looking to get into the business, don't think every day is just, top to bottom monster hunting. It's not. So for me, I do a lot of kids parties, doing magic for kids, and as many kids as there are, and every single one of them has a birthday. They're still not always a birthday party. Not every day. So I pick up little side gigs, side hustles, stuff like that. Whatever I can. Sometimes I'll check LinkedIn for gigs, or I'll get on social media and say who's hiring for whatever.
Is it only a magic based gigs, or are you doing like admin assistant work? Like, what are the other side gigs that Chandler does when he can't find a birthday party?
Oh yeah, I mean, magic based gigs are ideal, but we can't all get what we want. We can't all just do magic all day, every day. So yeah, sometimes administrative, sometimes moving boxes, sometimes walking dogs, sometimes grooming them. I'll groom them. I'll groom your dog if you have a dog. If anyone
Is it good?
The grooming?
Yeah.
I'm not that good at it, but when I don't have a magic gig, I'll try to apply magic again when I remember to. So if I use a little magic, that dog will come out looking pretty decent. If it's just me, there might be some parts that are a little where the haircut is a little too close.
Sounds like we're gonna have to get a dog to practice on.
All right, that sounds like you want to commit to going in on a pet together, which sounds like a big move. So you said we. So I think that means at least you and me. Is this going to be,
or just myself?
Oh, are you
just myself?
Do you refer to yourself as we?
I'm gonna retract. I'm gonna retract everything.
I would love to co-parent a dog, especially if it were named Practice.
That is a cute name.
Okay, if it's the three of us on board, then we can get Practice the pup.
Oh, we have to do the potty training?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I want to go newborn. I want to go can't open its eyes yet.
Oh, you guys can be the parents.
Okay.
It takes a village.
Speaking of getting a dog, Chandler, where do you live? So it's the end of the day. You've been moving some boxes for some extra cash. Where do you call home?
I am still in our studio apartment with the plants. Most of them have died. I don't really know whose name was on the lease. I don't think it's mine. I think it's Rikki. Yeah, that would make sense. Because sometimes I don't quite make rent, but also don't really hear a lot from the landlord. So I don't know who they're chasing down for that money. I would probably guess it's Rikki. And yeah, that's about it. Every so often, though, I'll have a couch surfer. Maybe they'll throw in a few bucks to help with expenses. Don't have a couch though.
No, there's no couch, so it's more of a metaphor for couch surfing, right?
Yeah, it's like a futon that's stuck in bed mode.
And where's the studio apartment? We don't have to get the exact street address. We don't want people running over there like Breaking Bad throwing pizzas on houses. But what approximate neighborhood do you call home?
It's sort of equidistant between Silver Lake, Los Feliz, and Atwater Village.
I was trying to think of a fun way to combine all three, and I can't get there fast enough. Silver Water, Los? No, I'll think of it.
It's sort of like the hipster.
Is that Frogtown?
Triangle. What's that?
Is that Frogtown? I don't know.
Frogtown.
I think it really is.
Yeah. I think it is Frogtown. So it's Frogtown. You're in Frogtown? You don't have to be.
Maybe we are. Shocking twist coming up.
Great. So Chandler, you go to sleep. It sounds like Rikki, you've already been name checked. Rikki, what's your day like? Apparently you're in this apartment as well. What's Rikki's day like?
Hi. Yeah. Well, hi, Rikki here. Rikki Limtinky of the Limtinky Oil Company.
You're an heiress?
Yeah.
How did this never come up when we were dating?
Well, I don't like to talk about. I like to live a really regular life. I like to try to live life as if I'm a normal person out in the world. Don't you ever wonder why I have cash on me when we go out? I pay for everything, and you've never questioned it.
I've never really thought about it that hard.
I've had questions.
Just to be clear, is this in character you finding out that she's an heiress, or are we still going to say, Rikki, they do not know you're an heiress?
I won't believe it next time I see you.
Well, that's fine. I want to come across like you two. I want you to think of me like an equal.
But Bono's super wealthy.
That's true. He's a...
Yeah, no. Look, here's the thing. It's not like I'm flooded with money. I get a monthly allowance if I'm on good behavior. And so as long as I don't swear and I call my parents every week, I get $3,000 a month. It's nothing. We got this beautiful studio apartment, and we're gonna get a puppy. What else could we ask for?
Really quickly, where do your parents live? They live in Southern California?
No, I don't know where they live. They have so many homes that they just keep bouncing, but they never tell me where they're at. It's quite frustrating because every year there's a new holiday card that comes in the mail at Christmas time, and it's a new destination. Anyway, as long as they keep answering the phone call, and I don't swear, everything's fine.
When's the last time you've seen them in person, Rikki? I'm just curious.
Carry the one, and then it's been about 17 years.
Okay. Alarm clock goes off. What's Rikki doing?
Mm-hmm. Well, I try to sleep in every day, but I wake up at 7:30 every morning, and then I wait for somebody to make coffee, but they don't, and I'm impatient, so I make coffee at 7:35 every morning, and then I cruise Reddit. I have a passion, as we all know, for being a detective, and I know I'm really good at it. No one believes me, but I hop on and try to see if I can help the citizens of Southern California with any problems they have. Sometimes I broaden the search, but if it's something where I can go in person to help, I love that. But typically it's just a lot of reading because by the time I get to the articles, it's all been solved. Or a lot of it is relationship based, and mostly it's partners cheating on the other person, and we catch them. That's the easy way to put it. So I'm on the internet a lot, a little sleuth, perhaps. I am Gumshoe. And another thing that I do a lot is I put together Pinterest boards of detectives I aspire to be. So Carmen Sandiego is definitely up there. And, she's number one. I do wear a French vanilla trench coat because I'm inspired by her. I know you're going to ask what I look like.
Before you tell me, I don't. This is the keeper talking to the player. I don't know if Rikki knows this. Carmen Sandiego was the thief. Does Rikki know that Carmen was the? Okay.
No. So it's mostly, just a Pinterest board full of her, and she's incredible. So what's not to love?
Mm-hmm. What about that greasy Belgian? Does that greasy little roly-poly Belgian get any playtime on your Pinterest boards?
No.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. I like to be clean. No grease for me.
Oh.
So I also follow Jessica Jones a little bit. I started watching Jessica Jones. I made it. I'm not in the first episode. I'm into the first episode. I think I've
season 1?
20 minutes in. Great show. I'm in. And I can't wait to keep watching it.
When did Rikki start watching? What did you watch those first 22 minutes, Rikki?
I've loved it so much. I started watching it probably.
Well, carry the one.
Good point. Carry the one. 11 years ago.
Okay.
I don't think that makes sense.
But I don't
because
think.
Hal told me to carry the one I did.
Okay.
So that had to put me above 10.
I think it came out 2017-ish. So you probably.
I think 2015, 16, 17, somewhere there.
Sure, about 11.
When you're trying to think back to an earlier date, you should be doing subtraction, so there should be no carrying of ones anyway.
Well, you do have to carry those ones away that you subtract.
I stand corrected.
We're already off track. So Rikki is on Reddit. You maybe get a case, maybe you don't, right?
Yes.
What else do you do? So let's say you don't get a case on a given day. You've done some Reddit time. What does the rest of your day look like into the evening?
I go for walks.
Mm-hmm.
I like taking the public transit system. Sometimes there's crime happening on the public transit system. I love studying the city, knowing where places are. But I really only ride the public transit system by myself when the sun is out. So if I get done on Reddit around 5 p.m. during the winter time, I will walk to the station and then come home because it's dark out. That's just an example.
Okay.
If it's summertime, then I have until about 8:30 or so before I come home, just for example.
Mm-hmm. But it's never happened. It's just an example.
Yes.
Okay.
Great. Anything else you want to add to your day, Rikki, before we continue?
My parents have signed me up for a meal subscription, so there is food in the fridge Mostly the meals don't get cooked all together though, and my boys and I do, from what I can tell, just pick at ingredients versus making an actual meal. That's what I have deduced and sleuthed from the evidence in the fridge. And then I will vacuum and I will do some upkeep if I remember it.
It's now that I'm thinking about it, I have swung by on occasion to the old studio because I can't keep any real food provisions
Sure.
on me, but nobody's usually home.
So one last question, and actually none of you have to actually answer this. I'm going to throw this out there, and if people want to talk out of real time, feel free. But Hal is not living there. Obviously, as Hallie said, you stop by from time to time. Is there any discussion between Chandler and Rikki about Hal not staying there? Or are we going to reach out for him to come back? Has that ever come up at all since Hal's been gone from this place that you all still live together at?
Well, I've also been at Police Academy for a year, and I'm back. So I would be open to talking about Hal coming back now that I am back, because the dynamic of just Chandler and I is intense. So I would.
I'm fine.
You think it's a great idea to talk about bringing Hal back?
Oh,
absolutely.
I thought it was.
I would love him back.
Going so well with just the two of us, just you and me. No other outside influences or interrupters. And I love Hal. But I don't think we need him. But I would love to bring a dog. I love a little baby dog into the mix, and then see. It's a good stepping stone.
I'll only get a dog if Hal comes back.
If only there was a 2 birds, 1 stone scenario here.
And I also love Hal, and I would love to have Hal back. I just think, what's stronger than 2 legs, 3 legs? Don't they say that about the side tables?
I think side tables do generally have at least 3 legs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know of any well-known verses about that, but that's probably just a good rule of thumb. Wood? Was that a pun?
It can be.
Let's say it is.
Okay. Yeah, this is why we need our third person. I feel like we just need a little extra support.
I'm tweeting at both of you right now. My ears are burning, and then I put an address of a place that just broke, a residence that just broke ground in Beverly Wood that I'm hoping will get built, but then they'll decide they don't actually want it, and maybe we could go in on that. And then I end the tweet with, "Don't tell anyone."
My phone goes off, and I see I have 7% battery. I have to go plug this in. And I walk away.
Great. And quick question. In our universe, is Twitter still Twitter, or is it X? We create lore as we go, listeners. We're creating lore as we go.
Let me ask you this. In our universe, in any universe that is our universe, what the hell is the product on X? What does one read and write on X?
Well, here's another thing for our specific universe that
Sure.
we're creating.
Yeah.
We are Chandler, Hal, and I are X's, and I think saying X might just make us.
Situationship.
What? Did I not make things clear?
Is this all being sent via direct messages right now?
Yes.
But my situationship question mark is over meta threads.
So meta threads exist in our universe.
Yeah, but I'm just actually using the direct message version of that,
I see.
not like yeah.
I see.
It pulls so much power from my phone, even though it's plugged in. I'm still losing 1% battery, so I'm at 6% now. And I send that over meta threads.
Great. And that's our session 0. Again, the email is absolutelykillingitpodcast@gmail.com. absolutelykillingitpodcast@gmail.com. I know it's a mouthful, but that's our email. And we'll see you next time for the first episode.